Yo, YouTube, Gina the Dragon back, and to show off some more of my comic collection. First, well, I didn't really know what to title this video, but kind of explain it. So this box, I had just tons of comics stored in here. I don't even know what date, what year it is. It was probably like a lot of books from that were current in 2011, maybe. I was just looking when I was just looking through it. That's when a lot of the books seem to come out. So 2010, 2011, mostly that year, and a lot of older back issue stuff as well. But this is the box I had them stored in. They're not in there right now. They're bagged and boarded. Most of them are. A few I've pulled out. Just some cheap promo stuff or just older trash books that I'm assuredly going to get rid of. This box is actually a mycomicshop.com box. So this was an older order. It's this thick box. So I probably ordered some bags and boards for sure whenever this order was taken. It's a few years old. But sturdy box, so you know, some comics in for a while. So anyways, one of my older videos, I showed another order where I ordered 500 bags and boards. So finally been cracking down and doing that. And I ended up using like 342 bags and boards. Definitely gonna need more than 500 more for what I still have to go. So it was quite the task. So anyway, gonna show off some of those books. Pretty cool. Probably gonna have to break this video into 3 parts. Maybe we'll see. As it gets closer to 15-minute mark, because I'll discuss the books and whatnot. So here we go. Make sure I got it all lined in the camera. So you got some Astonishing XMen. Yeah, a couple issues of those. Like I said, I don't even know how most of these were even fit in here. A lot of just random period stuff. Issues of Avengers I picked up. We got some 200s, 212, 231, 233. Just some issues I picked up at conventions for cheap. And then got Avengers Disassembled, which is Bendis and Finch. 501, 502, 503. Finale. I don't know where 500. Oh, there's 500. I was wrong. There's that. I was just in there because I had reread that. So a lot of stuff I reread in here. Cage. Like random back issue pickups. Captain Marvel, number 5. I don't even have the whole series. Just grab this because I like the cover. And my man Carnage. Number 4. There's 5 of that mini-series. And Civil War, signed by Steve McNiven and Dexter Vines, 1 through 7. Huge fan of Civil War. Just some minor flaws with it, but I love the series. I've reread it several times. That's why it's in this box. I reread it and then threw it back in here to be bagged and to re-bagged and boarded. We got Damage Control. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with that. There should have been 2 miniseries. I don't know what the other one is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Dwayne McDuffie, rest in peace, worked on that. And we got some Daredevil stuff from the last, so I guess it was 2 series ago technically. And Andy Diggle was writing it right when they went into Shadowland. I'll talk about Shadowland in a little bit. Got Dark Avengers, signed by Matt Fraction. Dark Avengers was cool. Nice series. He just did the Utopia issues. I think Bendis did the rest of it. Exodus. This was a crossover with Uncanny X-Men. It's pretty cool. Doom War. They had the whole Doom War miniseries. Kind of decent. I had this cover because I was trying to get all those 70th anniversary covers. So this was the Women of Marvel one for Storm. Awesome cover. And Doom War. This was Black Panther and Doctor Doom. Oh yeah, I love this cover too. So I definitely had to cop this variant featuring T'Challa, Black Panther, Doom War. JR did the covers for these, I think. Yeah. And then Doctor Doom and the Masters of Evil. I don't even remember picking this up. I think I just grabbed it because I like the cover. It's like number 4. I don't even remember the story. All right, that was so long ago. Another random pickup, Elektra number 1. I like Elektra. So I saw this cheap, grabbed it. When I was just going through these, I saw that Chuck Austin drew this. I didn't even know he drew. If you're familiar with Chuck Austin, if you're familiar with Uncanny X-Men, you know who Chuck Austin is. He had a real strange run on Uncanny X-Men. Probably one of the most hated runs on the series. A couple issues of Falcon. I need to go back and get the other 2. Another issue of Fantastic Four. Just some random issue I found cheap. I don't even remember when. Claremont, LaRocca. Got a Namor and Invisible Woman on the cover. Ghost Rider. I grabbed this because the X-Men were in it. So I don't have a whole lot of Ghost Rider in my collection. Here's one though. Well, I got a few more issues. Ghost Rider, Garth Ennis, Clayton Crane. There's a couple of minis, like at least 2 6-issue miniseries I have pieces of, but I haven't had the chance to complete them yet. We got some G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Yo Joe. What's this? 23, number 71. Still got chunks of G.I. Joe. I was going back through and trying to find all the back issues, but I had just stopped a while ago, so I haven't bothered to pick up any. Incredible Hercules 132. This is when the series changed focus to Hercules and it became the Star. But I grabbed this variant because I wanted the Mighty Thor cover, so it was pretty cool. They got a run of Invincible Iron Man, Fraction, LaRocca. I like this cover. I love this armor. My favorite Iron Man armor. Just too bad they changed out of it so soon with Marvel Now. Kind of a waste. What was that? 501 and 502. And 1985, which is a pretty cool series. I don't know where number 1 is. It's another box. But it was a pretty cool series. Little kid. Kind of imagine. I don't remember what happened. But it was just fun. So a 6-issue miniseries. You shot all those covers. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Cool series. Mark Millar. Tommy Lee Edwards. What the hell is that? Huh. Never noticed that before. Right, I hadn't looked at that. If you look at the top, it's kind of weird. It's like the comic art, like a page of comic art. Shows all the kind of like instructions and whatnot. So there's that. And Mighty Thor, number 1, Fraction, Coupel. One of my favorite artists. Awesome. Thor, Silver Surfer there. Moon Knight, number 1. I get chunks of this series too as well. Just kind of randomly pick them up as I come across them. Nothing too high priority. I like the character, so I was just kind of grabbing it. And got this series, Bendis and Malieve. Moon Knight is 12-issue series. Awesome series. I love how they use the focus on Mark Spector's mental health issues. So that was pretty cool. The series was featured the death of Echo, who was an Avenger when it was Ronin, and it was really built around Ultron. A lot of it dealt with Ultron's head, so like the coming of Ultron. So all this was supposed to lead up to Age of Ultron before it got delayed 10.5 years or whatever. Obviously exaggerated, but it was delayed and finally came out last year to be a complete and utter shit fest. This was a terrible miniseries. I don't even remember how many issues Ultron actually appeared in. It was awful. They should have known. We all knew better. That series is nothing. Miss Marvel. I'm a fan of Miss Marvel, but I didn't really have too much of this series. I just kind of grabbed random issues. So it's number 6, Civil War. Then this variant right here. Obviously, I had to grab. I don't even know how many of those variants I even have. 7th anniversary, Women of Marvel. We got New Mutants, number 7. It's part of the Necrosha X crossover. Dead Mutants, all that good stuff. Pretty cool cover. Zeb Wells wrote these, and Neves. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Diogenes Neves. Then number 12 here, Zeb Wells. This is Second Coming. Second Coming was a pretty cool series as well. A crossover, I mean. Nice one of those classic X-overs. So yeah, definitely love those. Then you got New X-Men, which is the Younger Mutants. This was drawn by Scotty Young. I don't have too many. I kind of like his style. His style grew on me after a while, but I didn't really care for it at first. I'm kind of seeing it more. So it's pretty cool. This is got the endangered species backups. It was like 13 of those or something. And a couple more 90s number 1s. Night Thrasher. See the shiny red. Kick butt first issue. You know it means business then. And another one. Got Night Watch. Another shiny cover. Check it out. Guest star in the Amazing Spider-Man. Now in his own ongoing series. Woo, check it out. Pay my college loans off with these shiny issues. A couple Onslaught issues. Onslaught Marvel. Onslaught XMen. I don't have too much to say about those. Another random issue. Secret Invasion Thor. I just grabbed it because it was cheap. Just came across randomly. And it's Beta Ray Bill in it. Beta Ray Bill. And now, so we're going to talk about Shadowland. Started out as a great series. Pretty cool, like the concept from the Daredevil series leading into the Shadowland miniseries within, with, if you don't know, it was about Daredevil being, or he kind of took over the hand and constructed this, like a temple, whatever, like this whole section, New York, Shadowland, which Kingpin ran for a while. And he just kind of consumed with power, darkness, whatever, the beast. But then it turned out to be that the beast just kind of took over him. And then the whole miniseries just went to shit from there. Or that's how it ended. So it was kind of, man, that shit sucked. That was total letdown. That it was just, oh, well, he was just possessed. It would have been really cool. I mean, I like Daredevil, but that would have been a really cool thing just to have him. But Shadowland, Moon Knight. And they just grabbed that one just because it was Moon Knight. Kind of cool cover, too. And we got 3-issue run of Spectacular Spider-Man, X-Men Spectacular Spider-Man, 197, 198, and 199. I was just looking these up. For some reason, came across them. Saw a Spider-Man X-Men team up. I had to grab them. They're pretty cheap. And another cool series, Spider-Girl. It's only like 8-issue series, but I wish it would have went longer. Paul Tobin wrote it all. They had a few artists. Like Clayton Henry drew a few issues. So it was pretty cool. Then you got the Goblin. Hobgoblin made an appearance. Red Hawk was in there as well. Then you got some Thunderbolts. Picked up a run of these just because Luke Cage was in here. And a few other characters, Crossbones, Juggernaut. And they had a few other cool characters on the team as well. There's 150, what is this? 149, 150, 96 page, 150th issue Thunderbolts First Avengers. Cool little cover here. Cap or Commander Rogers, Iron Man, Thor, Juggernaut, Ghost, and Crossbones. Jeff Parker, Kev Walker, and then Declan Shalvey drew some of the other issues as well. Which time we got? All right. So yeah, that's part 1. Be ready for part 2 coming up pretty soon. Thanks for watching.